Got a box of Sony cameras shipped in for repair. This is the first of many. Actually, there's 4 of them in the box, but this is the first of 4. Let's see what's wrong with this one and see if we can get it working. I have a camera sent in for repair. Let's get a look at this one and see what's wrong with it. So I received a couple camcorders in from a company that does archiving. They want me to look at them and see what's going on with them. This one is a Hi8 model. So I've got my AV cable. We'll plug that in. And we'll plug in the power supply. And just first of all see whether the camera even turns on. And take it from there. Okay, so I have a picture which is not going to display on my TV because this one's a PAL. I'll have to grab a PAL monitor because this TV I'm using is not a PAL set. So maybe we'll move on to the next one. I'll set this one aside. Alright, so I got the second one here. I figured I'd leave that other one in just so you can see the blooper, so you'll see what's coming up. As I got 4 cameras from the same place. It's a commercial business that archives tapes. They want to get some of them running, so some of these were sent as parts machines in case parts are needed. But let's go with this one and see what happens on this one. This one is a CCDTRV308. It's a Hi8 camera, and let's see what it does. See if the camera produces a picture. Well, the camera does produce a picture. Oh, it's in night shot mode. Well, that might explain why it looks so bad. There we go. It's actually producing a picture, as you can see. But what we're more interested on this is, does it play? So, got some 8mm tapes here. We're going to try and get these machines to work. At least a couple of them to work. I'm just observing what this is doing, and I'll play it back and see whether I get a picture. And I do not have a picture. I have a blank screen, a blue screen. So let's see whether this one here is an easy fix. We're going to dismantle the camera, undo the video plug here. That lovely crap fake rubber or fake leather, it's coming off. At least it hasn't gone all gummy on this one. You can see it's starting to stick to here. This stuff's terrible. This coating that they put on is just horrible stuff, but it is what it is. That's why some people cut them off. What I did on mine was I removed this piece and just left the strap. The machine I use for archiving. We'll start by tearing the unit apart. I don't know why I've got it on my nice clean mat. I'm going to make it all dirty with this. So we'll start and tear the camera down and see whether this one just needs the normal service done, which is going to be the edge connectors and cleaning of the heads. See if there's anything else that might be wrong with this one while we've got it apart. It does load the tape, but the tape does not play. And I think I'll try to keep this as close to a real-time repair as I can. Let's see if I can get this done in one take. Well, maybe there'll be more than one take, but you get you get the drift. I'm not going to edit a lot out. I want to see if I can fix this thing and how quickly I can fix it and make it work. That screw doesn't want to come out. That's what I'm working at here. Just trying to get it to unscrew. There we go. All right. We're going to remove the arrow marked screws. unplug the microphone assembly. Okay, get rid of that mess. It comes off easily. It should just lift right off like this. There we go. And I just got to undo a couple of ribbon cables down here without breaking them. That one there, and let that battery cover not come off. This should have lifted off the battery cover, but it's stuck. There we go. It's just stuck there. I was wondering why that piece wouldn't come off. It was stuck. Normally you lift this off first, right? And undo these plugs. The battery comes off separately and it unplugs here. And then this one unplugs over here. Like that. That got stuck. What I'm after is I'm after these edge connectors down here. I'm going to clean them, or well, I'm going to reseat them, and then we'll clean the head on this thing and see whether I get my picture back. So that cover comes off, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo and reseat these connectors, because this is the #1 cause of failure on these, is these connectors come loose, or not come loose, but they break their connection. So by just undoing them and putting them back in, oh, what is that? Oh, there's something sticky on here. Was something spilled on this? It's probably the problem right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there was a sticky residue that right in here, and you can see it. That's probably what was wrong with this one. How's that edge one look there? Is it damaged? Oh, that looks okay. Yeah, there was something on here. I'm going to get something and clean this, because there is a sticky residue on these contacts. That was probably what's wrong with this camera. Let's see how the other ones are. Do they unseat easily? That one's okay. How about this one? And that one unseats fine. And how about this other one? And that one unseats fine too. So this one over here had something sticky on it, and that might be what was causing the problem. Which one is that? What does that do? I think that's the mechanism. That's not the video head. The video head is this one here. That's the rotary transformer, and this is the motor. That one there is the drive, and this one is the preamp under here. We'll reseat these again. This camera does have a few surface mounted caps, but this should have been made after the problem with all the caps.
Those brown ones to the left of the surface mounted caps,
all those headaches.
They also create problems. They leak as well. Just as bad as the SME ones.
This is just isopropyl. I'm going to wipe that off, just use my finger to clean it. Okay, now I can get power to the unit. I can test it, see whether I can get a picture off of it. It should operate with the side cover off, because the switch is over here, right? So it should operate like this. And I can plug my monitor in over there, and I should see a picture if it's going to play. I should see a picture. Grab a pre-recorded tape. And let it thread. Seems to thread okay. We're going to clean the head on this thing too, so hit play. And let's clean the head. I got a picture already on here. Yeah, okay, I got a picture. So this one's working. Here we go. Let's see, real time, right? Real time. I haven't stopped the camera. I just wanted to show you guys what I did. So this one here is working. Let's see if we got sound. We have sound. So this camera's fixed. Let's throw it together. Okay, that was the first and only cut on this video. I'll hit eject. So our fault on this one was the good old connectors. And, well, the heads, I cleaned them, but you saw how I did that. Just good old back of the fingernail trick. It works every time and does not damage the heads doing so. If you do it right. Don't use the edge of your finger. You got to use the back, right? Your fingernail is just about the right hardness that as the video head is spinning, you'll see the head chips here. If I zoom the camera in, okay? So what you're doing is you're putting the back of your fingernail right up against the edge here and letting the video head as it spins basically make contact with the back of your fingernail. And as that happens, as it's spinning, if the head is clogged, it will clear the clog, much like the little foam thing here does. And speaking of the little foam thing, these little foam pads have a tendency to wear out and become sticky themselves. so they should always be removed. Because when they deteriorate, they will actually put more dirt back onto the head than they clean. So they're all of the age now, they gotta go. That was a normal service item when the camcorder was being repaired, as we always change the little foam. But these are all very old now. The foam itself is not doing you any favors. It's going to create more headaches for you, so it has to go. Just saying. Replace the screws that hold the head guard in place. We'll start to reassemble the camera. One down, 3 to go. There we go, that plugs back in. Side cover goes back on just like this. And it will slide in here. And this piece just slides in at the top here. Just like that. Real simple. I like these Sony cameras. They go together pretty easy. And now it's just put all the screws back in and give it a final test. So let's do that. And I'll do that off camera. Wrap this up with tape just to stop it from shedding the rubber that's going to fall back inside and contaminate the heads that I just cleaned. We'll do one final test once I put this together. Make sure that it records and plays. Not that the record feature is ever going to get used, because it's owned by a video or photo place that sent it to me, and they just use it for digitizing their customers' footage. Basically my competition, but they're not in my market, so I'll fix their cameras for them. If it was a guy up the street that was doing video digitizing and he brought me his camera to fix, I'd probably tell him to pound sand. But this is someone who's not my competition. They're not in my market, so I'm not too worried. Let's do a test recording in camera mode. Oh, it might help if I plug it in. Yeah. Generally that's what tends to make it work. If I plug it in, the zoom lens works. Okay, record. So I'm doing a test recording now. This is what's being recorded. We'll zoom in and zoom out and wave in front of the camera so you know that this is what I'm recording. And we'll try playing it back and see if it plays. Turn off the mute. We'll zoom in, zoom out and wave in front of the camera so you know that this is what I'm recording. And okay, and that's it. We're done. That's when I stopped it. Zoom out and wait. And we already played the tape, my other tape. We'll just confirm that it still plays. Alright, okay, I'm all done. One camera down. As they say, 3 more to go. But they will be covered in separate videos because they've got different faults. So that's this one. This was a CCDTRV308. Thanks for watching.